Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq, with daily insight on the Nasdaq-100 index, or the NDX, which is made up of 100 of the largest domestic and international non-financial innovative companies listed on Nasdaq. The NDX has been the barometer for U.S. large cap growth and also one of the best performing indexes over the last decade and a half, not to mention one of the most liquid index ecosystems in the world. Joining us this Friday afternoon, we have Sara, Mehle, ESG index strategist with Nasdaq Global Indexes, to discuss the technically oversold nature of the Nasdaq-100 index. And Sara, judging by today's action in the index, it certainly has been oversold this week.
Yeah, Joe, hey, good to see you. So yes, we have seen the Nasdaq-100 index fall to heavily oversold levels. If you think of an oversold or overbought reading, kind of as that normal distribution curve, right now our level is 104%, so well outside of that 3 standard deviations from that mean. But without making it even more complicated, basically we just take the 10-week moving average of the Nasdaq-100, and we're able to calculate an overbought oversold reading. So again, right now we have a negative 104 reading. A negative reading tells us that we are oversold. And you just kind of think about it as a rubber band, that reversion to mean that if something moves far outside of that normal range, we expect it to want to come back to that middle of that trading band. So right now we did see a slight bounce today, with that 2.5% move. We are still technically oversold here, around 87% with today's intraday move. But today's bounce does adjust that number just a little bit.
And your next chart is really interesting here because it shows what happened after the extreme moves that we've seen in markets over a number of years.
Yes, I was able to look back at the overbought oversold readings of the Nasdaq-100 index going back to 2005. And these red dots towards the bottom, those are going to be the extreme oversold readings in that dark red. So any of those readings that fall basically below about negative 95% and lower. And we see those readings occurred back in October of 2008, May of 2012, March of 2020. I skipped over October of 2018, and then of course today. So we were able to go back, kind of locate what other kind of market environments have seen oversold readings of this nature. Those are some recognizable dates. And then I was able to take those dates and I ran forward returns 1 month, 6 months, and 1 year. So generally speaking, we are positive 6 months and 1 year out. 1 month shows a little bit of negative action if you look at the averages there. I ran 2 averages, one with 2020 and one without, just because those readings were such extremes. Wanted to kind of take out that outlier, but we will most likely continue to see some volatility here from this level as the trading band tries to normalize. But overall, like I said, in the long term, it looks like the forward returns from these extreme levels are positive.
Using a point and figure chart, what are the areas of support and resistance that you're looking at for the Nasdaq-100?
Yeah, so we discussed this chart a few weeks ago, and 30 minutes after we talked, I think that broke that sell signal. But today we did see the Nasdaq-100 index bounce off of that support level there, up to 12,300. So now we've established a support level at 11,700. The support level right below that, if we were to have continued to fall, that dated back to November of 2020. So we've taken out a significant support levels here, but today's bounce does establish a new level that we can monitor going forward.
All right, Sara, appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq.